Good morning and welcome to my official YouTube channel. I'm your host Kamran and you are watching my official YouTube channel. And as you know that once again we are in lockdown situation and I usually post my videos for my students. Nowadays we were doing something regarding the learning, you can say theories in our college. And today's video is being recorded for my students of MA English. So what is my topic for today? Today I'll tell you something about operant conditioning by B.F. Skinner. But before that, I would like to tell you some sort of background about operant conditioning. Because dear students, you know that there have been different theorists who have been given there, who have propounded or given or presented their theories regarding, you can say, language acquisition. You can see we have Noam Chomsky with his LAD, language acquisition device. Then we have V.F. Skinner with operant conditioning. Then we have Ian Pavlov with his classical conditioning. Then we have you can say Stephen Krashen with his natural approach. And then there is another theorist, Vygotsky, with his proximal, some sort of like that. But today, as I told you, that we will be working on operant conditioning. So, first of all, I would like to tell you something about B.F. Skinner himself. His full name was Bruce Frederick Skinner, and he was a professor of psychology in Harvard University, USA. He was a psychologist, but he has propounded his theory for language. He was a behaviorist, and he was not the only behaviorist. There is a school of thought called behaviorist, and Watson was considered as the father of behaviorists. So he has started or propounded this phenomena of behaviorism, and different you can say researchers worked on his theory. And Thorndike, basically B.F. Skinner operant conditioning is working on one of the law of Thorndike given by him. It was law of effect, and there is a bit difference between classical conditioning and operant conditioning. So Thorndike law of effect work on stimulus and response. So he has given two things: stimulus and response. So stimulus is whatever you do to attract the reaction of somebody. So whatever is attracted or for someone, so someone will respond after that in a positive or negative way will be the response. The reaction will be the response. So this is what he has propounded in his law of effect. And then a Russian, you can say a Russian psychiatrist or psychologist, Ian Pavlov, he worked on his theory, and he worked on dogs, and he did certain experiments to prove his theory, his law of effect, and he has propounded his theory as classical conditioning. So Thorndike worked on cats, Ian Pavlov worked on dogs, and then B.F. Skinner, he worked on rats. So his operant conditioning, let me tell you about operant conditioning. Operant conditioning is basically working on two important components. One is reinforcement, the other component is punishment. What is reinforcement and what is punishment? Let me clear this thing first of all. So reinforcement, whenever you want some sort of desirable, you can say, actions in your life, or you want to teach some desirable action to your kids, so whatever you will do for those actions, for those actions to promote or to, you can say, stimulate those actions, whatever you will do will come under the category of reinforcement. And whenever you want to cut short or cut down some of the undesirable action in your learners, so whatever you will do for that one will come under the category of punishment. So reinforcer for desirable actions, punishment for undesirable actions. These two, reinforcers and punishment, reinforcement and punishment, further divided into two categories. So reinforcement is of two types: positive reinforcement and negative reinforcement. What is positive reinforcement? When we are talking about positive reinforcement, it means that, for example, You have given your son or your student some sort of you can say attraction that I'll give a packet of chocolate to those students who will get first position in the class. So this is positive reinforcement. So they will start working on this and they will try to improve their result. This is positive reinforcement. Okay, chocolate is something which will be given to the kids in the past, but nowadays, if you will ask, if you will give them, you can say a reward like a mobile phone, so it would be better. Similarly, the negative reinforcement. What is negative reinforcement then? For example, they have got the mobile and they are busy in the mobile all the time and they are not giving any heed to their learning. So you will have to do negative reinforcement. What's that? You will take the mobile back from them and then will ask them that when you will finish your work, I'll give your mobile back to you. This is called as positive, this is called as negative reinforcement. So the child will start working again and when you will finish the work you will give the mobile back to him. Similarly, when we say punishment, so punishment is also of two types: positive punishment and negative punishment. What is positive punishment then? So whenever you want to finish or cut down some sort of undesirable action, so for example some students they are misbehaving in the class and you slap them, so this is positive punishment. So undesirable action will be, you can say, eliminated forever. They will not repeat that mistake again of misbehaving. So similarly, then what is negative reinforcement? For example, you have given reward to your son or your, you can say, a student as a reward mobile phone. So when you will take that desirable thing or that thing back from him forever, this will be negative punishment for them. So he will have to work hard for that one. So similarly, then you will feel that what is the difference between then negative reinforcement and negative punishment. In negative reinforcement, you have taken the reward back and you have given the reward after finishing the work to the student or to your son or who else was there. But as far as negative punishment is concerned, once the reward is taken away, you are not gonna give it back to the what. So this is all about operant conditioning. On this, the whole principle works about, you can say, BF Skinner. So hope you got the idea about operant conditioning. In the next class, I will be talking about LAD or language acquisition device by Noam Chomsky. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching my channel. Stay tuned with me.